Tokyo International. Luke, where are you?
I'm having a drink in a really swank spot with the pinball wizard cooling my heel.
Well, are you all right? Everybody's been worried sick.
Really? Everybody? Were you worried about me?
I gave it a passing thought.
Well, pass the thought on to Alex that I'm fine and I am completely out of danger.
You mean you really were in danger?
Just pass on the message, Laura.
Yes, sir. Will that be all?
No, wait. There is one more thing.
Yes?
You have a dinner date with me tonight. And don't forget.
Yes, come in. Yes, what is it, Laura? Not that I'm not grateful for the interruption.
Luke Spencer just called.
Well, why didn't you say so? Luke,
He just left a message and hung up.
After I told you to put that call straight through.
Apparently, he didn't want to be put straight through.
Laura, what did Luke say?
He said that he was out of danger and not to worry.
That's all?
Yes, sir. That's all.
Did you hear that, Edward?
Well, frankly, I'm relieved. I am tired of worrying anyway.
But he didn't say whether he did or did not have the Ice Princess.
Well, would you expect him to over the phone?
Well, it could have given us a hint, something to hope for.
That may be precisely why he didn't give us a hint.
Edward, you don't think Luke betrayed us?
Alex, I don't know what I think.
Well, what if he did find the Ice Princess and decided to give it to somebody else? What then?
Another bidder?
Of course. Have you forgotten about Cassadine and Scorpio?
Well, of course I haven't forgotten them. Alex, I think we were right to trust Luke, but, you know, it is possible that he could have decided to keep that Ice Princess and the formula for himself.
Edward, that's a complete impossibility. First of all, he doesn't know that the formula is in the base of the statue. And second of all, he has no idea how to manufacture diamonds.
But if I may remind you, my dear, as yet, neither do we.
You know, Bobbie, we really haven't had a chance to get together and talk about old times.
Old times? We met 2 months ago in New York City.
Seems like an eternity.
Still a smooth talker, I see.
But you never really got the chance to see the real me.
Wasn't because you didn't try, though.
I always believe in answering my own primitive urges.
Do you believe in answering them just anywhere?
Try to resist. It takes incredible self-control when I'm with such a beautiful woman.
Well, fight it, Noah. You just gotta fight it.
I think I'm wildly in love with you, Bobbie.
Okay. Let's just go in the cafeteria, all right?
Oh, yeah. For a moment, I thought we were back in New York in that little cafe, you know, the little walk-down one, where you almost couldn't resist me.
You don't take no for an answer, do you? At least not gracefully, no.
Not one of my high-priority responses.
Well, hello, Noah, Bobbie.
Hi.
Hi, Steve.
Hi.
You getting acclimated with the hospital?
I hope so.
Trust me, Steve, he is.
Noah, I don't believe you've met Dr. Gail Adamson, and of course you already know Dan Rooney.
Yeah, I think I met just about everybody when Monica Quartermain took me on the tour the first day.
Right. I hope we get a chance to know each other better, Noah. Steve tells me some very glowing things about you.
Oh, don't spoil the newcomers, Gail. It makes them hard to handle at contract time.
Bobbie, we're planning the art auction for the hospital, and...
Oh, yeah, I heard good things are cooking with that.
Well, I was wondering, would you be available to serve as an usherette?
Oh, I don't know anything about art.
That is not a necessary requirement. What we need is a pretty face and a big smile.
Thanks, Dan. In that case, I accept.
What's this about an art auction?
Oh, a benefit to provide hospital services for the underprivileged and physical therapy for the handicapped.
Sounds like a worthwhile cause. If you need any more volunteers, I know a little about art. Be glad to lend a hand.
Well, that's great, Noah. You're hired. And we'll be calling on you sooner than you think. Please, sit down.
Yes, see?
Right. See you later.
I don't believe I just got involved with an art auction. I don't even know how to paint by numbers.
Don't worry about it. I'll teach you.
You will.
Yeah, I guarantee I'll make you an art expert by the day of the auction.
Oh, yeah?
Huh?
How are you going to perform this miracle of miracles?
Why, you're going to come up to my apartment and see my etchings.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
No, I mean it. I have some quite good art.
As many times as I have been invited by a man up to his apartment to see his etchings, I've finally met somebody who's got some.
Did you really mean that about the two of us spending the day together?
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Well, it's very nice of you.
Like I even think I have it planned out a little bit.
You do? Well, tell me about it.
Well, we could start, go to lunch, maybe someplace nice, like the Versailles Room.
Amy told me about that place. It's awfully expensive, isn't it?
Well, it's only money. I haven't busted into my piggy bank since grade school.
Well, tell me about the rest of the day.
I don't know. We could enjoy a nice lunch and then take in a flick. Go see a nice film. And then, rather than you taking a bus all the way back here, it's a nice drive in the country. We could drive back leisurely.
That sounds wonderful. I didn't know I knew anyone who would be so nice to me.
Oh, no, come on. Don't go overboard, Heather. Just simple bowing and scraping would be fine.
I know you're trying to make this sound like a joke, but the truth is you're going to a lot of trouble, and I appreciate it. Especially since you're Jeff's friend.
It's no trouble. I want what's best for you. And I think you could use some R&R, couldn't you?
I suppose so. I wish everyone was as understanding as you are. I wish people could realize that the person who was so ill, who did all those awful things, isn't the same person now.
I'll remember that. And you remember that, too.
I try to. I want to be a healthy and a loving woman again. It makes me feel warm inside to think that there's someone who cares about what happens to me.
Well, there really is a Luke Spencer.
In the flesh. No comments, please.
What's in the bag?
Don't ask questions.
Come on,
No,
let me see.
it's just my lunch.
Sure it is. Sure. Okay, I'll let Miss Quartermain know that you are here.
Maybe I should go full-time into yoga.
Miss Quartermain, Luke Spencer's here.
I could meditate.
Well, this is a big occasion.
Yeah?
Look, we have been waiting and waiting. Oh, you found it. You're fantastic.
Alex, will you give me a break?
Come into the office and tell me everything. Lord, we don't want to be disturbed. Yes, Miss Quartermain. I always knew you were a genius, you W. Luke Spencer is a genius. Exclamation, 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 question mark, period. What's this?
This is one of your better brands of brandy.
Oh, good Lord. Why did I ever get out of bed this morning?
Do you mean you didn't find the Ice Princess?
Nothing. Nada, zilch, zip. I bombed out with Emma Lutz, and it is not in her apartment.
But I thought we had it.
Yeah? Hope springs eternal in the heart of a fool, and his overzealous niece.
That's right. Since we're all in the same sinking ship, why don't we have a good belt before we head for the lifeboat?
With my stomach in its present condition, no thank you.
Alex?
No, thanks.
Well, we gave it a good shot, and now I'm going to give my own self a good shot. Cheers.
This could be the last thing we do.
Nonsense, Alex. Now, this is just a setback. Oh, it's a major one, I grant you that. But we are going to find that Ice Princess if it's the last thing we do.
Well, y'all go head on. I'll keep a candle burning in the window.
But we were so damn close.
Fool's paradise. I thought so, too.
Somehow, some way, We've got to get that statue back.
But where do we look now?
Well, just step up to this Barnum and Bailey world and take your choice. But don't ask me, because I haven't got a clue.
Well, Chuck, my man, guess I better hit the old highway.
Finish your beer, Slick. You were telling him about her cooking.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, what else can one say about your cooking, Mrs. Lutz? I mean, you're an angel in the kitchen.
Thank you. Nobody has ever called me an angel in the kitchen before. I've been called a lot of other things, though.
Yeah, well, look, I came home and I spent my lunch hour with you, didn't I?
Well, you could have called first and let me know you were coming.
Call? What for? You need a warning?
I don't think, if I can put my 2 cents in, Charlie, I think the missus means she could have a little more time to fix you a few more good things, you know?
Right, that's right. You see, Slick here understands.
Yeah.
Boy, do I ever understand.
Yeah, that's it exactly. Listen, you never fixed one of these deluxe lunches for me before, you know, and it makes me wonder. And then you had me out chasing after a police guy down there.
Look, Charlie, I saw that guy. I told you I would never lie to you.
In a pig's ear.
You know you don't have any sentiment at all.
Oh, I got sentiment. I can take care of it with this.
That's it. That's the convincer. A ham like that, you can knock down a building.
Yeah, and everybody just better believe that I can take care of my own, you know?
I know that, Charlie. The word in town says you're like a bank vault. The door shuts and whammo, that's it. Nobody better fool around with Charlie Lutz's possessions unless they want to fool around with Charlie Lutz.
But yeah, and you know, Charlie, you shouldn't be so jealous. Really, look, I went all to the trouble fixing you such a beautiful lunch just to celebrate our new apartment. Honey, it makes me feel like high class.
Yeah, well, just as long as you don't get carried away and bring some of those high-class gigolos up here, huh?
Well, I guess the old Gipper had it. Got to get back on the road and make that buck, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's time for Em and I to relax a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, you don't have to show me out or anything like that. You guys just kick back, you know? Kick back, relax a little bit. What does it all mean? Hey, where are we going? You know what I mean? Mrs. Lutz, I want to thank you very much. The lunch was,
So you tired yet, Emma?
Look, honey, you know, can't you just let me unwind a little bit? I'd like to read the society pages first.
You and your society page.
Did you read that Mrs. Quartermain is having that art auction?
How am I going to check the race results in the society page, huh?
It wouldn't hurt you to have a little bit more class, Charlie.
Oh, baby, that's why I got you, huh? Because you got all the class I need.
Honey, don't you know that everybody in the world should appreciate the finer things in life?
Yeah. Well, then why don't you just stop dreaming about all these swells and let's get into the bedroom, huh?
I said I wanted to read first.
What for? I mean, you think because we got a new apartment that we're going to get in with those high-tone people, huh?
So what makes you think we're not?
All I know is that I feel stuffed and I got to go lay down for a while, huh?
Okay, honey, go ahead.
I'll be waiting for you, baby, huh?
I know. You're always waiting for me. Mrs. Quartermain invited the public to share in the project by making donations of any art objects suitable to the auction. Huh. How do you like that? This will give me a chance to get rid of this junk here. Fantastic.